The report analyzing the circumstances that led to an October diving fatality in Southwest Missouri is complete. KOAM received a copy through a public records request with the Missouri Highway Patrol. KOAM's Amber Jenkins spoke with a diving analysis expert and has details.
Tragedy struck Roaring River State Park during a dives team expedition to find the bottom of Roaring River's underwater cave. In October 2022, divers from KISS Rebreathers explored Roaring River in teams of 2. Unfortunately, one of the divers, Eric Hahn, drowned during one of the expeditions. This video is from Hahn's YouTube channel and our own story with Hahn shot weeks before the tragedy.
I was a recreational open water diver when I was a kid, thanks to my uncle and my grandfather for introducing me to the sport.
KOAM received this report explaining what happened on that fateful dive. Scuba tanks use a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen gas. And in this report, it finds that in this case that the oxygen levels was higher than it should have been for a dive at 190 feet. It can also impair a diver.
It's almost like drinking alcohol or smoking weed. You're just not as quick in your thoughts as you were.
According to the report, a diving partner says Hahn flailed his arms and legs during the dive. Tillman says that's consistent with oxygen toxicity.
We're not sure if he panicked or if he was just uncomfortable of sorts. Oxygen seizures, that is something you realize when it's too late. So that usually underwater you can't really tell if someone is going to have a seizure.
The report finds a second emergency tank, known as a bailout bottle, also had a higher ratio of oxygen than it should.
The oxygen content in the tank attached was definitely, or in the bailout that is also used for feeding that rebreather, was definitely too high. So that would have been a human error, basically.
When I spoke to Hahn mere weeks before the incident, he was hopeful and proud of his dive team.
But one of the reasons that this project has been so successful has been due to the open-mindedness as well as camaraderie between the KISS Rebreathers dive team.
Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
KOAM reached out to the KISS Rebreathers dive team for a comment, but we have not received a response yet. Some police officers were recognized for their accomplishments earlier today. KOAM's Jan Havdala has more from the event.